William Shatner with Shatner Claus while Caesar drops his guts. 14 tracks for 45 minutes. Looks to be like the 10th overall album featuring none other than Captain Kirk or TJ Hooker. Released October.
10 albums?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Thank God for auto-tune.
hang on, he's got a lot of work out there. Released October 2018 by Cleopatra Music and Films. This is his first foray into the area of music that is his dramatic interpretation of Christmas songs. As yet, there are no promo tracks released for this, but this does have a slew of guest appearances, including spots from Henry Rollins, Billy Gibbons, Judy Collins, Brad Paisley, Rick Wakeman, Iggy Pop, Todd Rundgren, Joe Louis Walker, and many more. Go for it.
Okay. I didn't know what to expect here, and now I've listened to it, I really don't know what to say. Christmas carols are normally the kind of things that just make me want to hurt people. Even just walking to the supermarket, as soon as they start up at the bloody start of what seems to be October
November
now.
Yeah.
I just lose my shit. Having said that, I do tend to love it when William Shatner dabbles in the musical world because I find it thoroughly entertaining.
He does it like no one else.
If you put this album on in the room that I'm in on Christmas Day, I'd be more likely to hug you than punch you because I reckon it's great. This is classic Japanese art of pistaki. He's got a lot of help along the way with all the guest artists, but he's taking what is some of the worst songs in the history of mankind and made it palatable to me. So that's saying something, because it's not easy to do with music as shit as Christmas carols. And it's just all in the delivery. A lot of people will hate this and write it off as being absolute garbage, but, his spoken word delivery style is almost like Shakespearean the way he's sort of delivering the lyrics, which on top of the music...
It's so over the top.
It is, and it's downright funny and entertaining, and if you can't get past that, you won't. But Shatner is awesome, and this is the best Christmas album I've ever heard.
Even better than Twisted Sister.
Yep. This gets 9 out of 10. The highlights were Little Drummer Boy, O Come Emmanuel, Feliz Navidad, and the punk rock version of Jingle Bells.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Ooh,
and these guys from the same band.
Yeah,
We're not a very good band.
it's interesting to say the least. I've heard William Shatner's albums before, and his delivery is really something else. He's got this wonderful over-pronunciation that's fantastic, and it's a way. It's almost like he's got 10 albums purely out of like a joke.
Yeah,
like it's a 3 a.m. joke.
Yeah.
The thing that I can't get past the Christmas songs though. I can't do it. It's a gimmick that gets old, and we've all seen it. And if the songs were good, they'd play them in February. But
that's a good point.
They're not very.
They just haven't got the marketing drive kicked up.
They're just not very good songs. And like I think it's great. I think Shatner's music stuff is entertaining, but if you don't like Christmas albums and you're not a huge William Shatner fan, then stay the hell away. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. This wasn't for me.
Has anyone been to a Christmas party where somebody's dad gets so drunk he thinks he can sing Christmas songs?
I was waiting for that reference to come into this.
That's an exact indication of what this is like. It starts off bad and just gets worse. Why Billy Gibbons and Ian Anderson are on here, I have no idea.
Because it's Shatner!
Yes!
They both deserve better than this. When it gets to the point where Shatner is calling Rudolph a dude and baby, it's time to listen to something else, man. It's just not. No, I can't do it. It's going in the bin.
Oh, wow.
Bin.
No.
Yes.
The bin doesn't like it.
No.
Okay, unlike the Wayland album, I enjoyed this Christmas category.
Thank you.
It's campy, it's over the top, it's cheesy, and it's bloody fun to listen to.
Yep.
I like how the artists kind of stick to what they do in their own style and everything like that. And the punk rock version of Jingle Bells with Henry Rollins on there as well. The country thing with Brad Paisley, who's bloody love Brad Paisley, awesome artist. And the Texas blues that Billy Gibbons brings to the Christmas thing. I like how they're playing it straight. They're doing what they do. And Shatner just comes over top and talks.
He literally does what he does.
Yeah, he just comes over top and talks and is like, I don't give a fuck, I'm just going to let these guys carry the song. I'm just going to come in and talk. It's so bad it's good. Yeah. I love it. I'll probably listen to this again between now and Christmas.
This is a Christmas album that I'll listen to.
Yeah, me too. It's up there. It's not the best Christmas album. Kevin Bloody Wilson's Kev's Christmas.
That's pretty good.
Highlights for me: Silent Night with Iggy Pop, Blue Christmas with Brad Paisley, Jingle Bells punk version with Henry Rollins, and Winter Wonderland with Todd Rundgren, and I give it 7.5 big red sacks out of 10. Had to keep that one.
As is clearly obvious, this is not your usual album, but nothing from William Shatner is. He has always done things his own way, which is why this is labelled as dramatic in musical interpretation as opposed to music, so to speak. It's not meant to be taken in like anything else. No. William Shatner is never, ever, ever going to gain renown for being a fantastic vocalist. Let's just put that on the board right now. It's never going to happen. He comes off like your drunk old uncle at this on this record. But that's how much fun it is.
Yes.
This is the perfect Christmas party. You're either going to get this and have some fun along the way, or you're going to fucking hate it. And there's obviously that's being displayed what we're doing here so far. Vocally, this is just an impressionist take on shit. Like you were saying about Shakespeare, this is very Hamlet-esque and all sort of stuff in the delivery of it all. But around him, though, there's a hell of a lot of talent assembled to carry the weight of it all. All the musicians linked to this done a bang-up job, and the guest vocalists do their spin on things too. And it adds the relief required to those spoken parts. It's not too much of the same thing over again. You can't do too much about the writing because well-known stuff, but the arrangement, the impressionism on it is fucking fantastic. It's entertaining. The way he changes the lyrics up, I thought that was really cool. You can talk about Baby and Dude for Rudolph, but there were some other parts in there. It was just he just slipped some things in there that you're really not supposed to say about Christmas time, and he just got it in there and he fucking nailed it. I thought it was really cool.
Love it.
The arrangement is knocked out of the park on this. I'd love to know who produced it. I think it's pretty damn well done. There's a lot going on, a lot of diverse styles on this. It's not just a one-trick pony. This is actually really incredibly diverse, and it's all very well captured. The spoken part actually fits perfectly within the mix, which is actually not easy to do at all. And it gives that depth and theatrical feel required to this style of music. Tim's sitting there going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Accurate.
This sounds dark, but light were required. I thought it was really cool. The fun is in the attitude. It's remarkably well presented. The track order is well thought out. I thought it was great use of tempo and album dynamics to make sure this doesn't fall into the snoozy Christmas carol kind of category at all. This has some serious rock present on this too. Like the guitar work at points is fucking fantastic. The country aspect's well placed. You can't fault the album order. I thought it was well presented, a complete product. I love the bonus edition, which has the bookends of the two versions of Jingle Bells on it. That's fucking well done. You don't get that often. Yeah. Some of this will make you cringe, clearly. Most of it's a hell of a lot of fun. This is probably one of the better Christmas releases I've ever come across. Yeah. It's up there with things like Twisted Christmas for me. It's different, it stands out, but it does all tie together. Clearly won't be for everyone, but I think a lot of rockers and metalheads should take something away from this as a listen. It's well worth the spin. I think it's going to torture the better half and children over Christmas for me with this. I'm going to go and torture the missus and kids with this one. I'm going to love it too. 8.5 out of 10 from me. Run, Rudolph, Run. 'Twas the night before Christmas. One for you, one for me. I think that's an original track on this one as well. Yeah. And Jingle Bells, the punk version. Check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think. That was awesome.
It's a fucking great album.
You got to listen to that one.
Shatner.
Have you heard him do Iron Man?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's brilliant.
No.
Have you heard him do Mr. Tambourine Man? That's like the original and the classic Shatner.
I want him to do Appetite for Destruction now.
Oh, yes. Yes, we should get that.
Every song.
Who's in for Chemical Wedding? Is everyone in for Chemical Wedding?
Yeah. Chemical Wedding.
Appetite for Shatner. Bring it.
Yes.
Bring it. Fuck. I want it.
We got the toilet in the back.
Appetite for Shatner. I'm going to produce that myself.
Oh, that's good. What we should do is
Guys,
just
email him. I'm
try
sure
and
he'll be
mimic
up
what they would do.
Welcome to the jungle.
Let's try and Shatner with Guns N' Roses just to shit him to tears.
Axel would never allow. He's a grumpy old.
Have you heard Christopher Lee's Christmas album?
Christopher Lee did a Christmas album?
Yeah.
Too.
He got some cool metal shit too. Like
I know he did some metal shit.
Anyone for anything?
His big, deep voice is fantastic.
But the inflection, the accent he's got too, really goes to it. It's really cool.